Greetings, ladies and germs of planet Earth and beyond. King Zero Phoenix here, and welcome back to Half-Life. If you'll notice, thankfully my voice has returned. I'm still not completely at 100%, but I am getting better. Anyhow, we're back in Half-Life, and the reason is, I've always enjoyed this game after I played the sequel to this first, but the story behind it itself, to me, has always been quite fascinating. Anyway, last time we left off, we've already entered the Lambda Core. Though, in all honesty, I am not 100% sure where to go from here. Like, at all. I am just completely lost here. Ugh! Ah! Now this actually starts to make sense. Timing, eh? Huh. Yep, all about timing. And truth be told, when I finished playing the second game, I was constantly hoping and waiting for the third one to come out, Half-Life 3, only to find out years later that may never actually be a reality. Okay. Not sure how that works, but whatever. I don't think it was supposed to be like that. Anyhow, like I was saying, Half-Life 3 never occurred. But if you ask me, if they do to finally finish the story of Half-Life, one way they're gonna do is most likely just a crossover with Portal. I mean, the two games have already been so closely connected, so... Not 100%. I don't even remember how I ended up here, in this particular area. Though, honestly, I really don't care. Right, I came down this way. That way it turned out to be a dead end, so... Now I gotta go through warp tunnels. How'd I miss? I just gotta play the waiting game. Now. I missed again! Oh. Ooh. I actually made it this time. Oh. Okay, this is a thing now. Okay, there is no conceivable way to climb out of this. Only one thing to do. Okay. I think I have an idea what I need to do. I need to get in there, but oh, I see the switch. I do know for a fact at the end of Half-Life 2 Episode 2, there was something that had to do with the ship known as the Borealis that had to do with aperture. I don't remember the specifics of it because that involved technical crap that I honestly have cannot wrap my head around for the life of me. But that aside, I know the characters were heading there before the game abruptly ended on such a sour note. But anyways, if they do plan on expanding it that far, the real question is, are they actually going to follow through with it instead of just keeping it as an eternal meme? Here we go. Okay, I hope this is where I... Damn it, I hate these things. Is this where I was supposed to go? I honestly can never tell from this place. Oh! That's not a happy sound. Someone gonna let me in? Thank you.
Freeman, you finally found us.
So this is the guy. We thought you'd never make it.
This is the
Me
supply
neither.
depot for our first survey team. Quite a few handsome specimens were collected from the border world and brought back this way. Before the survey members started being collected themselves, that is. We suspect there is an immense portal over there, created by the intense concentration of a single powerful being. You will know it when you see it. I hate to say this, Gordon, but you must kill it if you can.
Yeah, you'd better kill it.
Of course, you owe us nothing, Mr. Freeman, but you've come this far. You know as much about these creatures as anyone.
Enough to know that if you don't wipe it out, there won't be much for you to come home to.
Yes. So, if you're willing, my colleague is waiting for you at the main portal controls. He will open the gates for you, Mr. Freeman. Do hurry.
Don't forget to gear up. I'll cover you while you're waiting for that portal to warm up.
Yep, look, I was right. Looks like this may very well be nearing the last hurrah. Load up. I honestly don't think we may get to the end in this episode, but... well, we'll just have to wait and see. The Tau Cannon. Alright.
Let's get the hell out of here.
This, Mr. Freeman, is a long-jump module created expressly for navigation in the world beyond. I certainly hope you received long-jump training, because once you're in Zen, you will need it. I would advise you to practice before crossing over.
Woohoo! Yeehaw!
I'll stay here and guard this area.
Charge up. Finally, we get to do the fun stuff. How is this gonna go, huh? Wowza.
Hello, Freeman. I'm up here. Practice your long jump if you must, but hurry up.
I'm good. Where exactly am I supposed to go? Down here, perhaps? Nah. Ow, 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 ow. Yep, I think we're good on the long jump.
I can open the portal now. The process is complicated, and once it's begun, I must not be interrupted, or I will have to start all over again. Don't enter the beam until I give the okay. Understood?
Yeah, yeah.
Begin.
This looks like a much larger version of what we saw down below.
Oh dear.
These look like miniature neoliths. Cannonball! I can't move. Oh dear, can't move.
Hurry up, Freeman! I can't keep it open!
Into the breach, my friend. The Nihilanth. Yeehaw! I'm guessing these are all the guys who got the joy of coming here before me. Whoa! So this is what reduced gravity. This is the effect of reduced gravity. At least I hope it's reduced gravity and not something else. How did I not die from that? Ah, that's why. God. Okay. Now what? Ah! Hey! Just to make sure. Goss? What is goss? There. I gotta aim for one of those platforms. And I miss. And I break my legs. I'm surprised there's breathable air for me. And I missed again. God damn it. Why do I keep typing goss? Here. Just... Ow. Not as soft as I'd prefer, but...
Major fracture detected. Automatic medical systems engaged. Morphine administered.
Oh, medpacks, thank you, Jesus. Oh dear, that's not a good sound. Ow! What's hitting me? Huh. Ah, this is interesting. Well, all of that just looks... Well, doesn't all that look unsanitary? I think there's something in all that. Hey, yeah! What was that? Okay. Gonarch's lair?
Power 15%.
Okay. Tell me... There's not like a giant testicle. Well, that sucker is big. Eat rocket launcher, punk! Huh. What are these things? They're like premature head crabs. Well, I'm not gonna find anything out by staying here. Oops. Stop falling through the hole. Whew. Ooh, healing pools. This is what I need. It's reloadable. Honestly, if you ask me, this game, I know this is an old, ancient game, but if you ask me, this was one of the better ones. I mean, I never got to play it when it came out, but from what I can tell... Ow. Note to self, dodge that next time.
Major laceration.
What exactly do I even call that thing? I can't exactly call it a head grab, it's a little too big on the large side for that. That's where I want to be. These don't seem... What are they, like proto head crabs or something? At least that's the best way I can describe them. Sorry, just winding up my old watch. Yes, I'm not unarmed myself. That's a little something I got myself for Christmas last year. It's a little childish of me, I admit, but hey, I've always had a fascination with fake weaponry. Any weaponry that's fake or fictitious, that's my kind of gun. Because those are the only ones you can actually have with you and not be charged or arrested for. I honestly think the first time I ever got interested in weapons the way I am now was thanks to Jak and Daxter, well, Jak 2, for being honest. As well as Ratchet and Clank. I mean, seriously, have you seen the amount of weapons Ratchet has with him? Just that alone was enough to get me hooked. Not to mention there's also Jak's morph gun from his other later games. Jak 2, Jak 3, Jak and Daxter the Lost Frontier, that kind of thing. I have to admit, it does have a certain appeal to it, too. The way it's designed, pretty sharp in my opinion. Like I said, it's the only kind of weaponry you can have on your person without actually getting arrested for. Long jump, my friend, long jump! Huh. Alright. Let's try not to fall into the eternal emptiness of space, shall we? Like I was saying earlier, if they ever do decide to continue the story for where this game franchise left off, as well as Portal, if they did, they'd have to unite them, since they already showed signs of going down that direction in the first place. The real question is, which character would you be playing as, Gordon or Shell? Or would you be playing as a completely different character? Matukra! There. Okay, stop trying to long jump. I can easily normal jump from here. And, not only that, if they eventually Valve ever does decide to make a sequel to these series, would Shell and Gordon actually finally be able to speak? As we both all know they were both mutes. Not to mention, I know we all ship Alex and Gordon, since they're the only two in this series. Now the real question is, would they ship Gordon with anybody? And my question is, if they did, would it be Alex, or would possibly Shao? I mean, they're both mutes, they both come from scientific backgrounds. So it does kind of make sense to a certain degree. Where'd it go? This is just my assumption. I see. The distorted gravity makes it harder for me to throw. Oh, it's still around. Okay, I have been hitting this thing, and it does not seem...
Major fracture detected. Major lacerations detected.
I have a feeling I'm supposed to move on from here, but I failed to see how I can do that, considering I can't seem to get rid of this annoying pest. That is just disgusting. I'm going to die.
Fracture detected. Major lacerations. Emergency. User death imminent.
Nope, crisis averted. But I think I now have an idea of how I can move on from here. Perhaps I just need to use that thing as a springboard. Mets win. That was just a notification I have updated on the New York Mets. They won 6-2. That's right, I'm a Mets fan. Happened since I was a child, even though, honestly, I didn't really understand why. But it just makes sense to me. I've always liked the team, the colors, and honestly, baseball is the only real sport I love. I honestly don't care for the others, especially football. I am not ashamed. That's right, I am not scared to admit I do not care for football whatsoever. That is I don't see any way of... Thanks. Stop. How about I try doing this?
Vital signs are dropping. Fracture detected. Minor lacerations detected.
I died and fell into the void of space. On a more oh. Whew. Seriously though, exactly how am I supposed to kill this thing? If I can, that is. I thought I could use it as a springboard, but it doesn't look like that's the case. It moves around too much. Maybe if I tried solely stick to attacking it from below. It's got no defenses with that giant nutsack of its. I am serious though. On a more serious note, tell me it does not look like a giant test. How does it look like its scrotum is hanging down? No. I can't get over there.
Power 40%.
Ah, I just needed to do the right amount of damage. Yeah, well, this makes a lot of sense. Oh, the button. I don't seem to be able to move for some reason. I see. The ground must be so slippery. Hundred nuggets. Ow.
Major detected. Vital signs power level increased 100%. Minor connection detected.
Maybe if I stuck behind. Yikes! As I get these stupid things out.
Major fracture detected. Detected.
Alright, I guess I did it. I was hoping to replenish my health before I moved on, but whatever. Dang it. Seriously, all the way back here?
Major fracture detected.
sick of those things.
Minor fracture detected. Minor lacerations detected.
Dang it. What is he saying? Are these significant in some way? Whoa! Ah. No.
Major fracture detected. Fracture detected. Minor lacerations detected. Ammunition depleted.
Seems to be stuck. Okay. And all of them? Now it's all of them. Chicken nuggets.
Warning. Vital signs critical.
Huh, this is how I can save ammunition.
Warning. Hazardous chemical detected. Fracture
slowly. Here we go. Not bad, huh? I actually think we did pretty well for this time around. That being said, this is starting to drag on, and I don't want to waste too much of your time. So, that's all for this episode of Half-Life. We're getting close to the ending here. I'm surprised. I honestly did not think we'd make it this far. Anyhow, thank you everybody so much for joining me on this little adventure. Hit that like button to let me know you enjoyed yourselves. Pound that subscribe button if you're interested in seeing more. If you're already subscribed, make sure you ring that notification bell to stay up to date. And be sure to share any opinions you may have with me down in the comments below. And until next time, this is King Zero Phoenix signing off. Laters!